You're working real late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Okay, oops, I pushed the wrong thing. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just go right into seeing if I can break the lock. But I don't know how well I'll do. Especially since my health is bad. And he's got a lot of locks. Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Krita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Krita, especially on that night. I'm about to die. This bear was in Mr. Krita's room on the night of the murder. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it's a present, dude. It actually looks kind of classy, if you know what I mean. Yes, I hear it's quite expensive. Which is why it's very odd that this gadget was found inside the bear. This is a very small video camera. And it was hidden inside this bear's eye. Maybe it's a real curious bear? Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter. Which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Krita's room. I guess Juan had a few of those kind of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave the bear was... Well, Mr. Engarde? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my mom, okay? She said I can't be friends. Go home. Wait. No. Okay. Wasn't that the receipt that would prove? Yeah, I got the trilogy. Okay, so maybe I had to show himself. Okay, I think okay, let's try again. At least it doesn't, like, make me restart the whole level just to do, like, this, like it does in the courts. Okay, let's do this. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mr. Engarde, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Baird before, dude. But he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Engarde. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here is proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. Engarde. It's from you. It's from when you bought the stuffed bear. Stuffed bear. Excuse me. Dude, all you can tell from that is I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? It's $3,800. This could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course. It would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Creator's room and filmed it in secret is... Adrian Andrews? There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Kurita were having a secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Kurita, you were going to reveal this fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Yes, don't we all wish we had the money to be like, it probably was just my toothbrush I bought. Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, like, that kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stopped paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Miss Kurita because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Miss Kurita's room was... Nope. Damn. I want to start over again. Okay. Probably the only thing I don't like about this game is the restarting if you fail. But we're figuring it out. The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Kurita's room was... I don't know. That's true. So the real reason he is looking there between the two... Oh, I got it. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelley DeKiller. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelley DeKiller? That's ridiculous. Why would I know someone shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Mattt Engarde. I know why you know Mr. DeKiller. It's because... you're his client. since you're the one who set up that camera. That means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelley to kill her to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Mattt Engarde. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to get your job done without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. Engarde? You really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for... something. How do you know? How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I met Engarde. Oh dear. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you are Shelley Duke Killer's client. You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? That's... You're lying. What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult stuff. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. You knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why? Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown man and I can't. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? Why? Why would you kill Mr. Carita? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Carita had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Carita ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, the assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Mattt Engarde. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could you have been so deceived? How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Carita. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that Killer guy, right? And all I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Carita. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Aw, but too bad you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Aw, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mr. Maya. He wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. That starting line of this case. Edgeworth? I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. I know, he consulted himself and went, I am evil! March 22nd, Police Department. Well, Wright, what are you going to do if you plan on changing your strategy? No! We can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. But Mr. Edgeworth. Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't really understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who's clearly a killer. Mattt Engarde, that man is really, ugh. It doesn't matter who, every person deserves proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believed in my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get Engarde an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record, that's all. And isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is this matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much a killer himself. I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicions falls upon my client for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and is part of the assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and as to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did? But my name is Dukiller. Shelley Dukiller. You're Shelley Dukiller? Please keep in mind, you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, Maya, it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it that she receives a nice long nap. No! Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. The cat meow. Take Maya! Engarde. Edgeworth. Engarde? Yeah. Shelley and Engarde. Engarde. There's Edgeworth, Engarde. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that at the end of the transmission? Yes. Huh? Oh, that. Sound like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat, can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelley the killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Engarde Mansion immediately. All right, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah. Ooh. Let's go. March 22nd, Engarde Mansion. Maya. Please answer us, Mystic Maya. We have to. This area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. He and Engarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out that contingency plan ahead of time. There's a small door at the bottom of the bigger door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for the cat to use. Oh, you mean Shoe. My cousin's wondering if he needs to get stitches. Okay. Looks like there's another room in the back. Leave that to us. I'm sure the investigating team is already doing its job there. Seems that Engarde was quite famous even as a motorcycle racer. Yes, okay. Engarde's personal collection. I'd say it's a hobby of his, collect prop massive shows straight to his own. Okay, yeah. At Engarde. This is probably where the... Can I... Wait, hold on. Can I move? Nope, I can only go backwards. It's the first time I've seen such a large fireplace. I don't really care for the large fireplace, they were made of my youth. That's right, he grew up in a really affluent household. Guess you're still not over that case, huh? Don't take this personally, but I really do not wish to remember anything from my life. What does it want me to do? Teddy bear. Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there is a lot of cuts in it for some reason. Bring that to the court records. A bear, isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Krita? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down, there's a little pet door installed here. I'm sure that's for Shoe. Do you think that this came through the little door? This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors, but now, let's go, Edgeworth. Ugh, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engarde's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment of the crime committed record on. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No! But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. We searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. Looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only hope. Don't give up yet. This little girl's looking for you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste. Miss Impax, you mean? Yes, Mr. Krita's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here at Mr. Engarde's mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Wrong voice. Ah! What's wrong? Please let me see the picture frame. Huh? What's so special about the frame? On your back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message. What? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now. No, Mystic Maya! Right. What's wrong? What's the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth, yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Miss Andrews' Cyclock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I could stand a chance in court tomorrow. Blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. March 22nd, detention center. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your Cyclock. Cyclock? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can.
Take that!
Why frame him? Why?
Take that!
No. There's something or someone in her past. Something or someone in her past that make her take revenge.
Take that!
Celeste? There's only one catalyst that would cause such strong feelings and even revenge, and that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the only one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Mattt? You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engarde, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me the relationship between Celeste and Mattt?
Take that!
This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engarde's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Yay! Health! We like health! Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Krita didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes. Because of Mattt. But because of Mr. Engarde? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of the picture. They were a couple. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see, so that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Kurita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. I'm gonna sneeze. Sleep well, my friend. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impacts. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized the note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of the suicide note. At the time, that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all of this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when a revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and your talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation or with what I know now.